good morning and welcome to Supercross Live on supercrossonline.com. I'm Lauren Abraham with Jim Holley. We are fueled by Monster Energy and it is a beautiful day in Southern California here in Anaheim. Last week in the lights class over in Oakland, Eli Tomac just happened to pull it together and get his second first place win.
Well, I think the key on that, Lauren, for Eli Tomac was those starts. You see, when he gets those starts, he can win these things, and he knows it. And something interesting, Dean Wilson had his problems. He crashed that first lap, ends up getting 10th. Cole Seeley also had crashed that first lap, ends up getting 11th. But Tomac now has a 15-point lead coming into Anaheim here. That's a lot of points.
Marvin Muskin just happened to pull it together and get his second place win.
Yeah, the thing about with Marvin, though, last week is he had to fight for it. He came through the pack. He got in a little, he had to push some guys out of his way. I know at one time him and Jason Anderson got together, and so on the track walk today I'm going to talk to Jason Anderson, ask him what happened. But you know who's not going to be here with us is the man who finished up third, Zach Osborne. He is done. Supercross is over for this year. He's heading back over to Europe to get ready for the MX2, and it's unfortunate because he's sitting third in the points also. So I mean, Zach Osborne made a name for himself. I think he's not going to have no problem getting a ride in Supercross lights next year.
It's going to be an awesome night of racing tonight for those lights riders, but let's talk about the Supercross. Wow, 4 riders, 4 different locations, and 4 different motorcycle brands. When was the last time this happened?
It's been a long time, Lauren. I mean, who would have thought that you know, we would be this deep in the season and nobody's had a second win? I mean, I think it's pretty cool for the fans, and it's also good for the riders. I mean, you know, James Stewart stepped it up last week, and what I mean by that is he won the heat race as well as that main event. He hasn't done that. We talked to him at Dodger Stadium on the podium, and he said, you know what, I got third tonight, but I'd rather trade a heat race win for a win. But he got that win last week, and he's puts himself in a good position. He's only 12 down in that championship fight. Up front, though, it's Reed and Dungey tied, sitting behind them in third. Villopoto only 2 points down. Villopoto last week, to me, looked like he got a little bit frustrated, and he said, you know what, I'm going to have to settle for third, you know, and just call it what it is, because, you know, it's better than the week before in Dodger Stadium when he got fourth. So he's happy with that. He's only 2 points down, but it's going to be, it's on tonight here. But, you know, here's the question I want to pose to the Facebook and Twitter followers. You know, do they think we're going to have a fifth different winner? I'm getting a little tongue-tied there. Or who's going to get their second win of the season? Is it going to be Villopoto? You know, Villopoto, he needs a win. He needs a win for his confidence. He knows he can win here. He came to the opener. He actually won here, dominated, but you know what it took to dominate and win like that? It's a start, and Villopoto's been struggling with his starts.
Well, you know, I saw earlier on the after the Checkered Flag show on Thursday, Jeff Emig mentioned that he believes 50% of the win for the championship is the start, is the whole shot. Do you believe that too?
Yeah, I gotta agree with Jeff. You know, I mean, you know, that's half the battle. You hear all the riders will talk to, hey, it's half the battle getting into that first turn and getting out clean. You know, we've seen a lot of guys, and I'm talking about Cole Seeley in Dodger Stadium, get to that first turn first, but he wasn't in a good position. Everyone pushed him out. It's not only do you get there first, but you got to get out of that first turn also.
Well, we want to hear your thoughts on tonight's race and hear who you think is going to be on the podium. So why don't you log into facebook.com/supercrosslive or twitter.com/supercrosslive and let us know your thoughts on who is going to be first, second, or third tonight. I'm Lauren Abraham, standing here with my partner in crime, Jim Holley, and we'll see you guys on the track walk.